Hello and welcome to another episode of the Biscuit Bites with me, Tony Fielding, aka the Custard Cream. And today it's review time because we're going to be watching. I'm going to be watching Game of Thrones season 8, episode 2. It's been a long bloody week. You think it's been nearly 2 years. I can wait a week between episodes. No. Oh man! And after this one, it's only 4 episodes left. Fuck. Man, it's the end of an era. Uh, it's going to be good. The way last week's episode finished on that cliffhanger with Jamie coming to Winterfell. God, I've been waiting all week. That's like I said, that's the meeting I've been waiting for. So let's see how that goes down tonight's episode. Yeah, can't wait. So I'll see you in about 30 odd seconds. In a bit.
When I was a child, my brother would tell me a bedtime story about the man who murdered our father. About all the things we would do to that man. He never should have trusted Cersei. You never should have either.
Death. It's got many faces. I look forward to seeing this one.
How long do we have? Before the sun comes up tomorrow.
It was alright, weren't it? Yeah, it was good. That was really good. It was probably a little bit better than last week's. There's a lot to talk about with this one episode, but I've got some notes down there just to help me break it down and to keep it a bit more concise and waffle on. But one of my initial thoughts, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It feels like, I think someone said it best. It's like it's just it's just a bit of a fan mesh up. It's like, this is what the fan, let's please the fans. Let's get all the characters together that we've all wanted to see get together and let them all splooge in their pants. Boy, are we splooging. It was top notch. Some of the best bits. The first scene, it's Jamie in the hall. He's being surrounded by everyone at Winterfell. Well, most of the people at Winterfell. Jon, Daenerys, Sansa, a few others, and then he's fuming with them, obviously, saying what I would have done to the man who murdered my father if we met him, if we got alone with him. And it was quite funny just to see, Sansa obviously being, you fucking murdered my father. You didn't, but you attacked my father in the streets. And it was quite funny to see how and it was Brienne of Tarth who came up and defended him. And Sansa changed the view on her word, and Dany looked fuming at Sansa. She does not like Sansa, and quite frankly, I am. This series is really putting me off Dany completely. She's. I think her desperation's getting the better of her. Let's just say that to get the throne, she feels she's losing a bit of grasp here in this land. But yeah, it's that was brilliant to see. Jamie coming into it, and you could see that he kept looking over at Bran. And Bran was giving him the Bran stare. And the absolute guilt and shame that he had on his face. Incredible. And then they get their alone time and a little bit later. A little bit underwhelmed, but the more I let it sink in, I thought, no, all right, that was fine. I may think differently later, but it was fine. It was good. Because Bran was just like, I don't care anymore. What happened is what happened. You're where you are now because of what you did. In a way, that was the start of it, and I'm here because of what you did. It's just the way it's all worked out. Jamie was a bit like, okay. As we've all got that reaction on. But yeah, top notch. One of the meetups was Arya and Gendry. Now, one of the fan theories has been they're going to get together. One of the fan wants. I didn't really want that. I didn't, because I thought we really need to have another romance kind of thing going on. Because I just saw them as chums, buds, mates, as it were. So, this flirting going on, and the scene I didn't think would happen happened. And if anyone wants to comment, did anyone else feel a bit awkward on it? No, it was, as she was kind of taking her clothes off. They were snogging. Oh, okay, but then she started to take her clothes off, and I'm like, I know Maisie Williams is 22 now, but because in a way, we've seen everyone. She was, God, what was she? She must have been about 12 or 13, maybe in the season 1. So we've just seen her as that. So she's not really. She doesn't look too much older in the show, and that's kind of what was freaking me out about it a little bit. I felt awkward on it. I felt so weird about it, and I love boobs, but so awkward. Oh, it would have been a reaction on its own. But yeah, fine. It was all right. I mean, that's out the way. It wasn't a burning need for me to see them get together, but they might not be together, but they've got their one night. Fair enough. But the main one was Jon and Dany, as we know, the revelation of last week, that he is Aegon Targaryen. Yeah. He was avoiding that, and she was going. Every time she was trying to approach him throughout the episode, he walked off. And she was just like, "Oh, what the hell?" So she was feeling a bit alone, I guess, because in the whole episode, in the good few parts, she was snapping at Tyrion, basically threatening, like, "I'll take that, I'll give it to someone else, take the hand off you, and I'll give it to someone else." And I was like, "Fuck me," because he's made mistakes, because Cersei in the end lied and he didn't see it. And where was I going with this? There was somewhere I was going with that. I'll do a big cut. She's been Dany has been such a, like I said, for the last few seasons I was taking a downward spiral because she was getting some dark edges on her. Not like being ruthless in the way to own, but in a way to, like, she wants to rule, she wants to conquer, she's going to do anything to get there, and it's been shown. Like, all she cares about now is the Iron Throne. Doesn't care about the people. That's the impression we're getting now. Like, I want that throne, I want that fucking throne. And there was one bit where, I think it was Jorah? Might have been Jorah. Basically, someone said that maybe you should, they said you should make peace with Sansa. So she goes in, sees Sansa, and it's all friendly at first, and then the body language of Daenerys, she's doing that, putting her hand, doing that while talking nice and leaning in. Almost, and the body language is very Cersei, that kind of thing. And it's all friendly until Sansa goes, "What about the North? After the war, then what? What about the North? We got our freedom. We've got the North. We don't want to give it up." Turned, like, you're gonna deny Daenerys her 7 kingdoms. She didn't like that. And then she got called away, and both Dany and Sansa walk out, and there's Theon Greyjoy. He bows to the Queen Daenerys. But then she goes, "What are you doing here?" He goes, well, my sister's buggered off to get the Iron Islands back. So for you, in your name, but I've come here to fight for Winterfell, to fight for the Stark." She turned to Sansa, said, "I've come to fight for you." And then Sansa runs up, embraces him, and they give a big old genuine hug. And Daenerys, she is fuming. She's devastated. He didn't come there for her. He came there for the Starks, for Jon and Sansa, not for her. She didn't like that, and that's been interesting because the past few episodes you've seen it. Like, everyone in Essos was all for Queen Daenerys. They loved her. They ruled her. She's come to Westeros. They don't need hair per se. All the kings have got their heroes. They've got their lords who are good people, and they don't. There's no slavery. There's none of that where they need saving per se. Really, even Cersei, as bad as she's been, she's not ruled with a like slavery, or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, still tyrannical. She's still someone you don't really want to know, but it's a different country to what this is, and she's not used to that. No, she doesn't have the love, and that's where she doesn't have the love of the people of Westeros that she had in Westeros. Even though she earned it in Essos, sorry, she earned it by freeing slaves, but yeah, so different. And she's not liking it. She's not liking that. She's not getting all the love in the north, and yeah. So that brings us to Jon and Dany at the end, where he finally reveals to her who he is. Man, you cut the tension with a bloody knife. Yeah, she's pointing out like you're the last heir, you're the last male heir. You, the Iron Thrones, you are the rightful heir to the throne. She's livid, and before it can go any further, they're called away because at the doorstep of Winterfell are the White Walkers. And then the episode ends. I mean, I've barely touched on anything except to say it's a fantastic episode, but I've now got a theory, especially after that encounter between Dany and Jon, and as they're about to kick off, Dany's going to kill Jon. I'm starting to really think now that Dany will kill Jon somehow. She might kill him with a dragon or something, but the bittersweet ending could be that she kills Jon. Maybe she doesn't survive either, but something's going to happen. I think she'll kill Jon. I've got that horrible sneaky thing in the back of my mind that she'll kill Jon. But I mean, there's so much I could have talked about, but I'm waffling on now. It's going on about 10 minutes, so we're going to cut this short now. We're going to cut it off and say, superb episode. I look forward to next week's, which is now 80 minutes. 8 minutes long next week, so fantastic. So listen, if you've liked me rant, and I'm going to say it, please subscribe, like, and share around. And I'll be back with another episode. And so will the bourbon. The bourbon will also be back with another episode. So yeah, later guys. Toodles. Oi, you like my t-shirt? It's boss, ain't it? Yeah, bye.